This trick is called the Smarties Have the Answer. Now before the trick, I have put in the Smarties a little piece of paper, but you don't tell the audience that. You lay out the 5 sweets or chocolates and you ask the audience to, you push forward 2 but not the Smarties, and you ask the audience to eliminate or get rid of one of those. So they might choose, say, that one. And then you ask the member of the audience to do the same back to you. They might do that one, in which case you can get rid of either of them. If they choose the Smarties and another one, make sure that you don't choose the Smarties, so you get rid of another one. And then it's your turn, make sure you don't put the Smarties forward. Those two, they get rid of one of those. And then they put those, asking for you to get rid of one. You make sure you get rid of the other one so that the only one that's left is the Smarties. Then you open it up and inside it's a bit of paper and you say, and a few Smarties, and you say, I knew you would choose Smarties. You then can estimate how many Smarties are in here and then share them out, but check for allergies first. This trick is called a head full of numbers. Lots of the children have seen this when I demonstrated it during an assembly, so they really want to know how it was performed. So you need a whiteboard pen, and you need the head full of numbers. There are spare copies of these as well that the children can take home.
Go.
You need to ask a member of the audience to choose a number in bold. So, for example, they might choose the number 14, and all you need to do is write down the number 14 on your whiteboard. Then you need to step away and you need an assistant or you need a child stood there, and you are going to recite back to them the number underneath the number in bold. Now you can do this with any of those numbers, and it works like this. In your head you are going to add 11 to this number. So if you add 11, it becomes 24, 25, and then you're going to reverse the digits. So you do all this in your head. So the first 2 digits are going to be a 5 and a 2. But do it like, I think the first number is a 5. And then, the second number's coming through to me now, I think it's a 2. And then for the third number, you need to add these 2 numbers together, which equals 7. But again, do it with a bit of magic. I think the next number is quite a high number. Is it a 7? And then the next number, you add these 2 together, so the 2 and the 7 makes a 9. Now the next number, you've got to add the 7 and 9 together, but because it goes over a 10, you only write down the units. So the answer would be 16, but you don't write down the 10, you just write down the 6. You then add the 9 and the 6 together, and you do exactly the same. Because it's 15, you only write down the 5, which is the units. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got one more number to come. 6 and 5 is 11. You don't write down the 10, you just write down the units. And then that should match the number that is underneath here. 5, 2, 7, 9, 6, 5, 1.